friends, to part 2, yes, of Chapter 4 review. It is Chapter 4 review, my friends. Yes, and we're already on the second video. And look at our hedgehog friend is back. Yes, you cute little fella. Oh, you thought of another name, did you? Ooh, very cool. Thorn. Well, that name's kind of self-explanatory. Thorn. I like that. It's like you have thorns. We have Spiky, Thorn. What was the other one that you came up with? That's right, Needles. So, I don't know. Maybe we should have our fourth graders vote or something. Yeah, decide what's a cool name. Anyway, let's move on with our video, my friends. Yes, we are on number 9. It says, which quotients are equal to 300? Mark all that apply. Okay, what I see here is a basic fact of 12 and 4, right? Because 12 divided by 4 is 3. And then, of course, we have 2 powers of 10 right here. So I'm just going to add those on to my 3. And you can see I'm going to have 300. Yeah. So definitely A. I like A. A, hey, A. Hey, hey, hey. Just kidding. So now I move to B. Again, basic fact. 19. 18 divided by 9 is equal to 2. I'm sorry, you are already out of the running. Aha, you're out. Sorry. C. Here we have our basic fact. 24 divided by 8 equals 3. So far, so good. Yeah. Ooh, that's kind of a really wimpy looking 3 there. Come on, 3. Be proud. There you go. A little bit better. So C, definitely. Next, basic fact, 21 divided by 7, 3 plus 2 powers of 10. Next we have 9 divided by 3, which is 3. But look, we only have 1 power of 10. So 30 times 3, yeah, it is 90, but it's not going to give us 300. So I'm sorry, you are out of the running. Oh, wait, I forgot to color this circle in. Now, F, 3,000. Whoa. Well, here we just have 3 divided by 3, but that's 1. And with 3 powers of 10, that's going to give us 1,000. So F, I'm sorry, you're out of there. So I see A, C, and D. Woohoo! Yeah, yeah. All right, let's keep moving on. Number 10. Margot estimated 188 divided by 5 to be between 30 and 40. Which basic facts did she use to help her estimate? Mark all that apply. Well, here's our division expression. She estimated this between 30 and 40, so she had to use a basic fact. Because it is an estimation, when I first glance at this, I do have answer choices, but I am going to want to maybe keep my 5. And then 18, well, 18, and I'm just looking at the first 2 digits here, okay? I'm not looking at that second 8. Just trying to estimate what's 18 divided by 5. Well, 18 divided by 5 isn't going to give us an answer that has no remainder. We're going to end up with a remainder. So then you want to kind of think, can I go up? Can I go down? Now, she could have said, well, 18 is close to 20. I know 20 divided by 5. I know that 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4. So that might be one. Is that there? It is. 20 divided by 5. So I would choose this one. See, you are sensational, my friend. Okay, but then there are other possibilities. The range, though, it did say is between 30 and 40. And in a way, that's kind of almost like saying between 3 and 4. Don't forget that other 8 here. Remember, that's just like another 0. We're looking at this number 188, and we just kind of made it smaller so that we could estimate and get compatible numbers. So when we say 4, that's like saying 40. Okay, so that would fit in that description here. 25 divided by 5 is 5. But what's the problem with that one is, look what that range is going to be. That's really 50. See, that won't work because it's too large. She estimated between 30 and 40. How about 15 divided by 5? Well, that's equal to 3, which is 30. So that would fall in that range. So this is definitely a possibility. What about this one? 10 divided by 5. Well, it is 2, which is like saying 20 again. And I keep adding on that 10. I hope that's not messing you up. Maybe I'll quickly explain it one more time here before I move on to the next problem. But that would be too far off too, because that's not between 30 and 40. So just for those students that may have struggled with this, I can understand this being difficult. You have 188 divided by 5. And I know that I explained this in the lessons from this chapter, but just so that you guys are clear. 188, we could have just said, let's go up to 200. And it is close to 200. And 200 divided by 5, well, is equal to 40. But do you see how that's the same quantity, the same value, if you were to take and just said 20, just looking at the first two digits and saying 20 divided by 5 would equal 4. So I want you to see the relationship here. Here we only looked at the first two digits. That's why they're giving us the two-digit dividend here divided by the 5 rather than the whole large number. And then of course, then the other estimate rather than 200 could have been 150 divided by 5, which is equal to 30. Okay, they're all related. It's just a difference of 1 power of 10. That's the only thing that's different. I hope that you can see that. When we get large numbers like that, that's what we tend to do is we don't tend to use the whole number. We use the hundreds place and the tens place together, and then that gives us a good estimate. Anyway, it says Matthias and his brother divided 2,029 marbles equally. That word equally, right? We always knew that it's about division, more than likely. If you're trying to make equal group. About, estimate. That's what that means. Whenever we get that word, we know that we're going to be estimating about how many marbles did each of them receive. So about, looking at 2,029. So I'm just going to write all this in the box. 2,029, to me, I'm just going to draw this little symbol here, is just equivalent to, if we were doing an estimation, is really 2,000. Okay? So then we're just saying, okay, well, I want to take 2,000 then, and I want to divide that by two people, right? Because we have Matthias and his brother. So it's just to divide it by 2. Well, that's really easy. Look at the basic fact. 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. And look, we have 3 powers of 10. So we have 1,000. So now I can just write Matthias and his brother will receive about, we need to put that word in there, 1,000 marbles each. Woohoo! Yeah. Time to move on to number 12. For 12a through 12d, choose yes or no to show how to use the distributive property to break apart the dividend to find the quotient 132 divided by 6. Okay, so this is what we're looking at here. So we're using the distributive property. If you recall, again, the distributive property is just like the most basic way to see it is like almost saying like 30 plus 5. That's a way of breaking that number apart. So if you actually had a problem of like 2 times 35, what you can say then is that's the same as 2 times 30, which we had up here, plus 2 times the 5. Okay, this is probably the most identifiable equation to see how the distributive property works. But we're doing this with division, so it's going to just be the opposite. Here, what we want to do is, if you notice, look at the divisor. In all the answer choices, you have a divisor of 6, so that didn't change. That stayed the same. So we're not making any changes with 6, and you can see it all has addition signs as well. So all that's the same. What's different is that very first term. See that? Each one of them, they're different. So what we need to do is a couple things. First of all, we need to determine that if this term here, if you were to add it to this term, that you would get 132. That's important that you see that. Okay, we're adding this and this to get us back to that 132. The problem is here, like this one I can tell is 132 because 17 I can see that. I'm doing some mental math. Look at 132, that's 132. Oh, look at 90 plus 42, that's also 132, and there's 100. So they all have 132. They all add up to that. But look at 17 divided by 6. Well, you couldn't do that, unless you're going to get it like a decimal over here. We wouldn't want that. So I would say no on this one here because you can't take 17 divided by 6. I doubt you could probably do 115 divided by 6, but I know you can't do this one. When you come to the next one, 100 divided by 6 and 32 divided by 6, again, I can't see two numbers that 6 times 5 is 30, 6 times 6 is 36, so you can't do this one either. So this one you can't really break apart. So I would say no. Now this is different. This one you can actually take 90 divided by 6. What's 90 divided by 6? Take it right there and say, hey, it goes in there one time. 6, subtract 30. Look at that. It goes in there 15 times. It works out exactly. 42 divided by 6 is 7. So because we were able to get a whole number, I'm going to say that this is yes. And then, the same goes here. 60 divided by 6 is 10. And then 72 divided by 6, well, you probably maybe no, that's 12 if you know your 12s. That would work as well. So these two are yes, and the other two are no. And that's how that works, small friends. Woohoo! Yeah, yeah. Oh, there he is, our little friend there. Hey, hey. What's going on? Oh, really? You came up with another name? I mean, a few of them? Okay. Slayer. I love it. Slayer and Skipper. Skipper. Oh, and Turbo. Because you guys run like really fast. Oh my goodness, those are like so many good names. Wow, you came up with a lot of good names. Now we have Spiky. I thought of Spiky because he has all those little quills on him. Heck, you could make your name Quilly. Thorn, Skipper, Slayer. I like that. Like you're gonna slay somebody's hands with your quills. Wow. I don't know what to say. You know what? I'd love to call you by your name. I don't know. Maybe we could just. Oh, okay. So what name do you want to name yourself? You do like Spiky. All right, Spiky it is. Well, you had a lot of good names. So Spiky. Hey, Spiky. Well, Spiky, guess what? Yeah, you're kind of blocking a big area of my page here, so we're going to have to move you over, okay? There we go. Now we can continue on. It says here there are 60 people waiting for a river raft ride. Each raft holds 15 people. Sylvia used the work below to find the number of rafts needed. Explain how Sylvia's work can be used to find the number of rafts needed. Well, here's her work. Okay, she had 60. She's dividing it by 15 people. That's how many people can fit in each raft. It looks like she did 15 into 60. I want to say, oh, what happened? Oh, is she doing like partial quotients here? Well, it can. 115. I see what she's doing partial quotients. So there's like one group here. So we'll put that there. It's like saying one raft, really. See, and then she did another 15. So she got another raft for another 15 people, and then she subtracted. Now there's 30 people left. She did one more raft here. I'm just writing this down for my notes. And then she did one last one. Oh, so we can see that, yeah, she would need four rafts. Okay, I see that. Well, now we have to explain how Sylvia's work can be used to find the number of rafts needed. Okay, well, I kind of already said it. I mean, looks like Sylvia subtracted 15. It's like saying like 15 people from the dividend, and each remainder, oh, that got sloppy. Each remainder until, only one L. Oh no. Until she reached 0. Okay, yeah, that's what she did. Explain how Sylvia's work can be used to find the number of rafts needed. Yeah, so they would need, or she would need, but they would need 4 rafts. They would need 4 rafts. Fairly easy problem. Cool. Time to move on. There we go. Spiky. Yeah, Spiky, you're back. Cool. Right on. What's that? Oh. Oh, thanks, buddy. Hey, good to have you in the video. Yeah. Well, hopefully the video will make you a little less shy, my friend, so that maybe you'll want to talk more, I suppose. Well, we'll talk later, my friend. Okay, 14, it says a traveling circus brings along everything it needs for a show in big trucks. Part A says, the circus sets up chairs in rows with 9 seats in each row. How many rows will need to be set up if 513 people are expected to attend the show? And then list the rows. Okay. Well, again, I sound like a kind of like a skipping CD or like a computer malfunction that keeps going beep, 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 because I keep saying the same thing over and over again. But here is our whole part. We have 513 people, and we want to set up chairs so we have 9 seats in each row. I mean, that kind of sets it up when you use the word each that we need to divide. So we take our 513, we divide that by our 9. Now 9 can't divide into 5, but it can divide into 51. I made that sloppy. So 9 into 51, it can divide into that number, what, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times? No, 5 times. 5 times 9, multiplying now, is 45. So I put my 45 down below. I'm subtracting now, and now I need to regroup. Take my 4, give my 1, of course 11 minus 5 equals 6. Now I bring in my I bring down, not bring in, but bring down. Bring it on down. Okay, 63. So 9 will divide into 63 exactly 7 times. Don't even have to subtract now because we know that's going to be 0. So how many rows? 57 rows. So in this one here, the quotient, we didn't have to do anything extra. We didn't have to add a 1 because we didn't end up with a remainder. We had exactly, on that very last one, 63, made it 0, just so you guys are aware of that. Part B says, can the rows be divided into, a number of equal sections? Well, remember we had 57 rows. Okay, there were 9 seats in each row. We had 513. Remember we did that? Division 513. We divided by 9 seats in each row. We came up with an answer of 57. So can the rows be divided into a number of equal sections? Oh my goodness, it's like not only did we divide the 513 by 9 because 9 seats for each row, now it's actually asking, can the rows be divided into the number of equal sections? So that means the 57. So if we have 57 rows, can that be divided by into equal sections? Well, one section would be all 57. We can't divide it by 2 because 57 is not an even number. If it was 58, then we could make 2 sections. Will 3 go in there? 3 will go into 5 one time, okay, and that will give us a remainder of 2. Oh, it will. 3 goes into 27 9 times, giving us 0. Yeah, we could actually make 3 sections of 19. I don't know if this makes sense to you. This was our rows. So this is like having a row, but at some point, can you have another section? Like sometimes when you go to a concert, you'll have sections and where you sit. And so this one here, 19 rows in that section. We had a total of 57 rows. We could have 19 rows in each section. We can have 3 sections of that. That might seem really confusing. Let me go ahead and write this down. So first is, we know there were 57 rows. If you divide 57 by 3, you will get 19. And remember, 19 stands for rows, so you would have 19 rows. So then the answer then is going to be yes, the rows can be divided into 3 equal sections. Explain how you found your answer. Well, I took 57 and divided by 3, get 19. I divided by 3 to get 19, which means, I'm just going to add this on the end, which means there was no remainder. Woo, what a problem. Coming down. Part C. Yay. Circus horses eat about 250 pounds of horse food per week. That's a lot of food. Estimate, about how many pounds of food does a circus horse eat each day? This is the amount per week. So there's 7 days, right? In 1 week, kind of here put per week because we have 7 days per week. So really what I'm trying to say is I'm going to take 250, which is the total pounds. I'm going to divide that by 7 to get my how much do they eat each week. Now looking at this, they did say the word about. It's a good thing that they said about because 25, if I want to just take off the 0 for the time being, 25, well, can't really be divided by 7 equally. I could go down 1, 24 doesn't work. I could go up 1, 26 doesn't work. Could go to 23. No. Maybe I go to 27. Can I take 27 and divide it by 7? No. 28? 28 would work because 28 divided by 7 is 4. So one possible estimation could be 280 divided by 7. And the only other one that's closer would if you came all the way to 21. Now, this is 40 pounds off from here, and this is only 30. So I'm guessing I'm going to go with the 30. So I'm going to go with this one here because I think that one makes the most sense. If you were to take 280 and divide it by 7, you would get your basic fact, which is 4, plus your 1 power of 10 there, which is 40. So 40 pounds per day is what that would be. So I would say the circus horses will eat about 40 pounds of food per day or daily. Wow, 40 pounds. Goodness, that is a lot of food. Last problem down here. Yay. Hilda, what's this? Oh, yeah. Cool. Oh, I'm glad you like being in the video, man. Yeah. Well, I know. What? You want me to adopt you? Um, you're a great little guy, but I don't know about adopting you. I mean, I'd love to adopt you, but you're kind of an unusual pet. A hedgehog. I'm wondering if I can even adopt you. I don't know, like certain pets, you can't have. Like I know in California, can't adopt. I shouldn't even say adopt. That's the wrong word. You can't purchase a ferret. I know those are illegal in California. I don't know. I'd probably have to look that up, buddy. I don't know. I might not be able to adopt you, but we'll find out. Anyway, number 15. It says Hilda wants to save 825 digital photographs in an online album. Each folder of the album can save 6 photographs. She uses division to find out how many full folders she will have. In what place is the first digit of the quotient? What can I say? Great question. Okay, well, 825, pretty large number in the hundreds place. And then we have 6 photographs on each one. So you can just figure if you're doing multiples of 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. It's going to take a long time to get up to 825. So obviously we're going to need a lot of folders. But we do know we have division because it's letting us know here's our whole part. Over here we have that each letting us know that we're going to divide. So let's go ahead and do the division so we can see, because the question actually doesn't say give us the answer. It says in what place is the first digit of the quotient. So when we have 825, we're going to divide that by 6. You can see that 6 can divide into 8. What this means is that 8, which is 8 hundreds here, that each one of those hundreds could be shared equally with 6, right? Because that would be 600. So the first digit is going to go right here. Then we end up with the remainder and we continue. So here is our quotient up here. This is our quotient right above the little division bar. And so the first digit of the quotient is right here in this place value, which is hundreds. And that's all there is with this one here. We don't have to actually even continue because that's the only thing they ask us. Obviously, she's going to need, like I said, a lot of photo albums because she's only putting 6 photographs in each one. Oh, my friends, I do believe it's time to say hasta la vista, my friends. It's been a real pleasure having you with me today. I appreciate so much that you guys come and check out my channel and my videos and my little animals. That's right, because they're kind of like my friends here in my videos. Anyways, Spikey, hey, until next time, we'll talk some more. We still have another video with you, my friend. Now, with that, live long and prosper.